What's up, everybody? It is officially the end of Landon Part 2 recap video. This one is going to be just open conversation. I don't know how much of a specific recap I'm going to give you all, just because like it's hard to just put what it's hard to put what happened into words. My thought process going in. Initially, we've got, and I'm not going to waste anybody's time, we've got V1 and Falcons in the uppers, guaranteed top 3 for both of them. You've got MENA as a region, full roster for the first time, a potential chance to be top 2 and potentially win the whole thing. On the other side for version 1, obviously you guys know where my allegiance lies, has already gotten a win. They've already exceeded expectations. They're the villains. They're getting booed heavily, which that's a whole different situation we'll probably talk about in a future video about the process of trash talk and how far some people may take it, some things like that. So let me know if you guys want to hear about that down below. Maybe we'll interview some pros and get their thoughts on it. But the big thing for V1 is if they make the grand finals, they boot out NRG from automatic into group stage, and then they get to go into group stage, and then the other team would have to play in the wild card. So there's a lot on the line in that first series. This one was V1 starting really slow again. This was a problem they had against Corp as well at times. And Falcons looks impossible to beat. I talked a lot to the V1 staff, and they're like, have we ever played someone this good? And I'm like, no. Like, this team is super fast. They're always in the right position. They extend plays really well. They deny boost. They are a complete team. And it's awesome to see a team that has been hyped up so much for the first time now getting to compete in the RLCS in 5 years, having a full season under their belt and showcasing why they've won every single regional in MENA. And to know that they lock in a spot, and then we also get to see another MENA team come and compete in the wild card is like chef's kiss. It's so awesome. As much as I am a V1 fan, I'm also a massive fan of the esport, and seeing Sandrock, now Falcons, become what they are is absolutely incredible. It's so awesome. So really, really happy about that. But yeah, it's a nail biter. It goes back and forth. Could have went either way, but credit where it is due. Falcons really facilitated. There was a lot of times that V1 just would not challenge, and I wish they would. There was multiple times where I'm just like, just turn and challenge, and they would like give space, and then you're giving space to Falcons, and Falcons would punish. But yeah, in 7, very, very tough fight. V1 taking Falcons to 7. It's a coin flip, so credit to them. V1 drops down. They're waiting between Moist and Corp. A lot of us had a pretty solid feeling that while Corp has been icy and playing well, and apologies to all Corp fans, my phone autocorrects. As soon as I type in Karmine and hit space, it turns into Karine, and it was unintentional. I got a ton of flack, and some of you Corp fans got to chill. Like, it's not ill-intended. It was never purposeful. It's things that you guys don't know behind the scenes. Like, people are talking about how I like scheduled scrims without their coach knowing, and it's like, no, just miscommunication in certain things. Like, it's okay. So yeah, Corp fans are a dedicated bunch, but they do take it a little bit too far at times. It's pretty crazy. So autocorrect, not a reason to give somebody death threats. Just putting that out there, guys. But Corp looked icy. They looked good. Nolly hitting some crazy shots. That flip reset into OT at 0 seconds, and denying that. And then it just came, but after that, it was just Moist. Moist hit a stride, and they continue to hit that stride as they go into the next series, where they completely 4-0 V1. It just felt like V1 kept... It's like they knew they had a game plan for Moist, but Moist was like, we're playing a different game from what you guys prepared for. So they adjusted, and rather than playing too aggressive up front and then one super deep back, they facilitated and controlled boost really well, and that's a big problem, it looks like, from V1. V1 really struggles when they don't have boost, and you could see that panic on defense. On the other side of things, you then also saw Moist in particular not keep the same playstyle that they always do, which is awesome. Good to see them mix it up and do really well. But 4-0, they made V1 look silly, candidly. So V1 takes number 3, Corp takes number 4. Moist now goes to the grand finals, and this one kind of speaks for itself. Bracket reset, and then we get the final series, and I stopped vlogging. I turned off my brain and just sat and enjoyed the series. Some special Rocket League happened this weekend, and I'm very appreciative, like I say in my vlog, of being able to do what I do, as well as having people tune in, watch the videos, the content, and show their appreciation. So there's probably a bunch of highlights showcasing some of the big moments while I'm talking over this in that grand final, but there was 2 major storylines that I wanted to talk about. Number 1, this was kind of like unfinished business for Moist. The ability to go to, as a young team, when they were queso, we knew they were going to be good, that they had that capability to them. Rise has the capability, but you're seeing that love from each player. It wasn't just the Rise show. Like, everybody looks so comfortable between those three in a crowd that is very heavily biased for them. This crowd loved Moist. They had something to prove. Going up against G2, getting the bracket reset, and then falling short. I think this time, especially with the friends and the family, some of my favorite stuff has been watching Joyo's mom and the Moist crew that are here on staff, watching and celebrating every time they, like, the highs and lows. It's one thing to be invested in a team. So pretty crazy watching their result. And then on the other side for Falcons, I mean, you're Mina. You've been, like I said at the beginning, you've been withheld 5 years to come and compete. You dominate your region. You come in finally for the first time. This is the only event that they've had their full roster. The one previously, they didn't have visas in time. The one before that, they had schooling complications. So the fact that they had to go through the difficulties of, like, hey, someone's sick, has a fever. Hey, we can't boot camp. Hey, we can't do these things. And then still come and show you're arguably one of the best teams in the world, without a doubt, is very impressive. So I'm very happy to see the storylines from both sides come through, and what it carries into for the World Championship. In 2 weeks, we've got Saudi Arabia land and Riyadh. I'll do more details on that in the future. Make sure you guys like, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on that stuff. But we're talking, you have a bunch of these teams that we get to see again, but now they're playing in crew battles shortly after. And then 2 weeks after that, we have Dallas, which is a 9-day event or something like that. With wildcard, you've got teams ranked 9 to 24 that are going to be competing in Swiss. Once you take out half of those teams that progress, they join the other 8 teams that have already qualified. Talking Energy, Space Station, FaZe, Moist, BDS, etc. And then the 8 from the Swiss stage are then going to play those, and they're going to be playing in groups in double elimination. And then after all that, we get 8 teams, and they're playing single elim. Like, stuff is going to be crazy. It is going to be arguably the best event we've ever seen, which is crazy to say after what just happened. So very appreciative, very thankful for all the stuff that you guys allowed me to do. By you watching these videos, it allows me to go on behalf of Psyonix and trust me to do press. The ability to see some of the stuff backstage, and I hope to do a vlog video for you guys here that does justice. But thank you to Psyonix too. Obviously, there's a lot of people that still think that Psyonix and I have, like, crazy animosity toward each other, but we talk very frequently to each other. And no matter how many times I say it, people still think there's like bad blood. But they gave me, and I think, like, Shift, were the only, like, outside, like, outlets that had access to sit in press conferences and ask the players questions and do, like, an actual, like, press conference interview. So the fact that I was included in that is very appreciative. So thank you to their staff, Stephanie, Corey, everybody over there. It's cool to get that access and stuff still and kind of take things to that next step. So I know it's an experiment for them, and I'm greatly appreciative. I sent it to their team as well, that I'm very thankful for the ability to do that stuff. But I can't thank you guys enough. The fact that you guys watch these videos and give me a platform to speak, and then allowing me to go and do the things that I'm doing. Like, I'm in London. I'm halfway across the world talking about a video game that I've been covering for 6 years and love to do. So a lot of reflection. These long flights are getting to me, these long nights are getting to me, but a lot of time to just sit and think and be thankful of the situations and the interactions and the people that I get to meet. And I can't thank people coming up to me enough and just saying, like, hey, your videos are what get me through. Hey, like, without you and being Rocket League, all that kind of stuff. So I can't thank you guys enough. Again, any questions, comments, concerns down below. We got to do a Q&A video here soon. I think there's one that's coming out on Tuesday for y'all because we missed this week. So yeah, questions, comments, concerns, everything down below. Congratulations to your spring major champs. It's making for some pretty spicy stuff going into that World Championship. So that's going to do it for today. That's going to do it for the recap. That's going to do it for London. Hopefully a vlog video for you guys more when I get back. I'll probably work on it when I get home. But yeah, incredible event. Very thankful. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.